put me in the game. All that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports from the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Seemed like Dak certainly made the right read there to hand it off to Zeke.
When you have those two in the backfield, Dak Prescott at quarterback, Ezekiel Elliott at running back, you've got a symbiotic, synergistic relationship that puts a lot of defenses in a lot of stress.
I got to tell you, I've never heard synergistic before, but I guess that works, right?
It does on this game.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The Cowboys had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
Prescott from his end zone on 3rd. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 24 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A first down carry by Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You
get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Throwing, Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for the Giants. 58 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs...
And he is in! Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
One screen, 46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 53.
Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. Good footwork at the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
We're going to 53.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. Shoves him aside, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Elliott. He is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Kill! 27! 26!
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 54, go to 54, right in. There we go, go to 54, right in. There we go, kill.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Giants are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down, and the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to throw, Watson. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to tough it up and keep them out of the end zone. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 1st down, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 18 yards the gain for number 18. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Inside give to Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Go to 54. Go to 54.
Now Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Giants are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, they'll run it here. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Prescott off play action. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
We're going to 52.
Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Watson. Wheaton with a catch right side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 47. 46.
Prescott now. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 16. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Right back to him on 1st down. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, 2 yards.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 24. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure now this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Prescott looks to throw on first.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases,